things guys do that girls love. Bro, this thing has 1K views. Why do we get links some trash ass channel with less YouTube views than me? And I get no views. Doing makeup according to 2% of girls. If you painted your nails as a guy, 3% of girls like it. If you dye your hair, 5%. If you grow hair. Okay, long hair. No. Okay, yeah. Shower together. Oh, leather pants? Pierce ears. Send spicy stuff. That's so cringe. Body chain? Cringe, bro. Who did they fuck? Okay, who did they interview? Like, I feel like they just interviewed a specific demographic of girls. Trim beard. Spank play. Send a voice note. Sing karaoke. I don't know why I just flipped that. Be into. No. Temporary tattoo? Open doors? No, this is definitely a big thing. I think it's more than 30%. I think almost all girls, I think almost any human actually would appreciate it. It doesn't even have to be girls. I think almost all humans appreciate it if you do the common courtesy just to keep the door open for the person behind you. I think this is like 100%. I can't think of anybody who's like, why are you holding the door for me? Fuckhead. Like, who? Everybody would be like, oh, thank you. You know, nobody's getting mad at you for holding a door, you know? I could see that. Okay, I could see this, but that's also because my girlfriend is. It's because Lily's so insecure. Oh, well. Yeah. True. I see this one. I think this could be true, too. Dress gothic. A dark gothic outfit instantly makes guys mysterious and There's no way 48% of girls think they want guys to mew. This is some bullshit. Okay, this I think everybody likes. I think everybody likes good posture. Oh, this is why Pirate Software did it. Good hygiene. I think everybody likes good hygiene. Drink less. Yeah, I barely drink. Real. Learn, chat. Wear watches! Boom! 61% of girls like when a guy wears a watch. Ooh, a simple watch that looks elegant and shows discipline. I can see this. Healthy gym. Yup. Text first. Read books. Six-pack abs. Bro, this actually reminds me of another video I watched a while back. Hold up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Performative male pandemic.
How we group people into archetypes based on their lifestyle and behavior patterns as a means of having a general understanding of what kind of person they are. You got the gym bro with their shaker bottles, bulky headphones, David Late gym motivation workout playlists, and wardrobe consisting solely of pump cover hoodies, tank tops, 5-inch cut shorts, and joggers. You got the Visco girls with their scrunchies, oversized t-shirts, Birkenstocks, hydro flasks, and metal straws. You got the SoCal Asians with their baggy jeans and cropped t-shirts who love Keshi, raving.
Every time I watch any of these videos describe SoCal Asians, I just think of Lily all the time because she literally fits into this perfectly every single time. It's actually insane. This is why I kind of give these videos credit, because I can see it immediately in action.
And camping out at seaside. If life was an MMO, these are basically the equivalent of classes, and there are a ton of classes people can play as, with some having more notoriety than others. Anyways, it seems like a new update to life has dropped, cause there's a new class archetype that's in making waves on mainstream media, and it is known as the performative male. But what is the performative male? For those that don't know, let's shed some light on this classification of guys and what it can reveal about the mental state our generation is at. Let me throw some buzzwords that might give you an idea about what a performative male is. 4 a.m., cold showers, atomic habits, matcha, male manipulators hiding their colors behind a soft boy aesthetic to make them appear less threatening, highly active social media accounts with posts and stories that romanticize their lives while in reality, these are all mechanisms to hide from the truth they're afraid to face. There's a difference between choosing to live a life for yourself and for the short-term gratification of external validation and status. For those that are authentically seeking to improve their lives for themselves, let me hook you up with today's sponsor, Skillshare.
That's right. If you drink matcha, you're a fucking performative male loser. Stop pretending like you like matcha. I 100% don't believe that many people can like matcha. It tastes so mid.
Generally speaking,
it's all performative.
A performative male is a guy that aligns his behaviors and lifestyle with what will be rewarded by society. The catch is that he isn't doing it from his own intrinsic desire. He's doing it to get the validation and approval of others. Now, this isn't necessarily a new concept. Performative males have been around since the olden days, even older than Intel Pentium processors, and their behavior patterns adapt to the ebbs and flows of socio-cultural shifts. I think the iteration of a performative male that most people are aware of is the hyper-masculine red-pilled alpha male, ushered in by a particular man with a shiny head. But nowadays, the most recent iteration of a performative male is quite different, and I think the reason why this version is making waves online right now is because it's the complete opposite of the red-pilled hyper-masculine alpha male. And yet, at its core, it still stems from the same deep-rooted issues. It's essentially a reskin. Furthermore, it seems like everyone knows at least one person that acts in this way, and it's so cliche and cookie-cutter that it's kinda humorous. What's more gratifying than putting a label to a collective experience everyone's
Chat, this is LeBron James.
Had while exposing behavior that people are getting tired of seeing? Where's the individuality? So what is this iteration of a performative male that's making waves online right now? The most recent iteration of a performative male was born as a pushback against the red-pilled hyper-masculine alpha male ideology. Guys noticed that women were in fact not impressed by an excessively macho man that puffs his chest and acts bigger than he really is.
No,
and
this
so
is
guys
Fries?
embodied something
You wait! You're actually so right. Everything Fries talks about how he does all this self-care and all this stuff is actually just... What if it's all just Fries being performative because he knows that's like the opposite of the red-pilled fucking Andrew Tate types, and he wants to be like the cool, laid-back, I'm educated, ladies, I read books type guy. I drink matcha, I go to the cafe.
different to separate them from that crowd because they didn't want to be associated with those kind of people. And well, what's the opposite of a man that's overly aggressive and nearly tyrannical in his temperament? How about a chill, nonchalant guy that's completely unbothered?
That's
pretty
literally what
refreshing,
Fries
right?
describes
Why is he
himself
so
as.
unbothered? Is it because he's just in a constant state of zen that life's inconveniences don't affect him? That sounds like he's in a healthy state of mind. Instead of a guy who's hyper-masculine, what about a guy that's in touch with his femininity? He has a tote bag that's accessorized with cute Labubu or Mishi keychains.
Okay, I don't know about if Fries has Labubus
He
and
loves
Mippies,
music
but...
and discovering indie artists, but he has a handful of artists he always goes back to, Biba Doobie and Claro. He's even aware of his star sign. He's a Virgo, as a matter of
any
fact.
Fries friends, does he like these two artists? I don't know. Does he?
and claro. He's even aware of his star sign. He's a Virgo, as a matter of fact. His Instagram is also very aesthetic, which suggests he has an eye for beauty and making himself look presentable. To top it off, his hobbies are also very healthy. He likes keeping active, whether that be going to the gym, running, or bouldering, as well as going to cafes to read self-improvement books like Atomic Habits or 48 Laws of Power while sipping on matcha. But for whatever reason, he seems to make a showing out of the things he's doing, like he wants everyone to know. Thus, the most recent iteration of the performative male was born. But here's the kicker. What many people have realized with their experiences is that this is all a performance to become more likable, especially with women. He doesn't care about star signs. He just wants to have a talking point that he can easily bring up when talking with girls so that they warm up to him easier. You think he actually reads Atomic Habits to learn how to better manage his time? Nah, he's doing it to show to others that he's a disciplined and growth-oriented person who has his shit together. Sometimes, these behaviors are done in such a performative way,
I'm sure
it comes
there
off as
is.
trying too hard. The facade lures people in, and those that are caught within the performative male's grasp are exposed to what's beneath the mask. A highly insecure man that will do anything to satisfy his own ego, even if it's at the expense of others. He pulls you in with his facade, gains your trust, and takes advantage of it. He manipulates. He brings others down instead of lifting them up. He makes you feel like the problem. He pulls the rug from underneath you. He hides his true colors behind a performance. And people are catching on to this lack of authenticity and are calling it out. And so what people will realize is that these aesthetic fashion MFs and the red
How
pill
is that
alpha
me,
males that
chat?
preceded
I'm the
them
most
aren't so
fucking
different
basic
after all. At the core,
motherfucker.
the obsessive leaning towards these particular behavior patterns stems from a lack of self-security.
I'm
Behind
like
all the
the
tote
opposite
bags,
of
Labubus, and
performative. I don't
matchas,
do
or the
anything. I
turbocharged
want to
sport
be a
cars,
background
Rolexes, and
character.
bulging
This is
muscles.
why I love Mau Mau
Sounds
so
like
much.
fop.
Everything Mau Mau does is in pursuit of being unnoticed and just existing. You know? It's exactly what I love. Flannel Penguins, thank you for the 24 months. Thank you.
Is a deeply hurt man clinging onto behaviors that have rewarded him with the love and validation he is so deeply starved for. Because they do work to give attention and validation to a certain extent, right? If it didn't receive attention, it wouldn't be going viral to begin with. What I find kind of sad about this is that it reveals a deeper issue about our generation and culture. Behaviors rewarded are behaviors reinforced. And the fact that a lot of people feel the need to put up a performance is very telling of how important of a role appearances and performances plays in our society. Because let's be real, society rewards and glorifies attractive appearances and good performances. It places these things on a pedestal for everyone to worship and strive for, while punishing and ridiculing anything less. But here's the consequence. Instead of people striving for these things as a means of self-growth and development, they've been brainwashed into seeing themselves as fundamentally flawed and broken products. And they've come to believe that these things are the missing pieces that will fix them and make them whole again. And thus spawns a generation of deeply insecure people who feel the need to hide behind a mask of superiority because they are afraid of being punished for showing the not so pretty or competent sides to them. Not to mention, being exposed to an overabundance of high performers and attractive people online as a result of social media further exacerbates this problem and feeds the insecurity. Because being constantly exposed to only the perfect sides of people makes you feel like you're the only one who doesn't have it together, and it's terrifying being rejected as the outcast. Though the issue isn't gender exclusive, I think the reason for why it's especially prominent in guys is that men are kinda the punching bag of this day and age. They've been told that they were the oppressors, the ones that caused all of society's problems, and as a result are getting their just desserts. They've been told that they need to step up, do better, be a man, but don't be a man because men are problematic. Be masculine, but not overly masculine. Take control, but don't be controlling. It seems like no matter what a guy does, he's given shit for it. And so, it's no surprise that guys are at a loss for how to act and are afraid to be themselves. As a result, they hide behind the safety and comfort of a performative mask that society reinforces. And so, if we want people to stop being fake, we have to stop punishing them for being
Does that
real.
mean
Everyone preaches and boasts
Fries'
about wanting
personality
the
is
complete
fake?
package
He's
or
actually
being the
a
complete package
super
themselves,
crazy
while bashing
unhinged
those
person?
that are a work in progress or are in the process of getting it together. Not many people know how to be real because they're not given a safe space to discover, express, and practice who they are. What's unfortunate about this circumstance is that it groups insecure people that want to be loved with the toxic predatory people that are trying to win someone's trust to take advantage of them. Because performative acts may stem from both malicious intent as well as innocent but flawed thinking due to not knowing any better. I also kind of feel bad for the people that genuinely enjoy the things people label performative nowadays. The people doing it for clout and validation are giving them a bad reputation. It's almost like a witch hunt.
Bro, we need to link this video to Fries. Real. You bullied Fries into being performative? That is not true, man. That's him by himself. You know, this reminds me of a video I actually watched recently that was going over some statistics for like basically developed countries and the college graduates and the percentages of male to female in those countries. Yeah, for like college graduates and people like teenagers and young adults graduating from business, or like not just business but like masters or just bachelors, like females far outweigh males. Like, it's kind of scary to think that. So basically what some researchers are saying is that at a certain point in the last like 2 decades, people clearly found that women were being treated unfairly, you know, in the workplace and in other, obviously, tons of different like walks of life. And so they were trying to offset that by changing up the system, right, to help women. But while they were doing that, they stopped supporting boys at all. So now it's like flipping slowly in the opposite direction, where basically lots of young men are not. Yeah, they overcorrected on it, where now like women are almost the majority of valedictorians, the majority of college graduates, by a good like 10 to 15% margin, or even higher on certain countries. And it's like, oh shit, bro, guys just aren't even graduating college anymore. They're getting dumb. Or maybe they're always dumb. I don't fucking know, but it's like, ooh. Oh yeah, it was a Cold Fusion video. Yeah, it was a Cold Fusion video. It's a really good video that kind of goes into like the overcorrection in some of the more developed countries, and how basically they overcorrected on women being unfairly treated, and now basically neglected the youth, male youth. And now it's like the opposite. It's trending towards the opposite, where men, obviously men are still like predominantly in charge, but we're talking about like the up and coming generation of men, right? Not the currently established men. So it's like, oh shit. So we'll see what happens, bro. Although I will always say I'm down for a full female controlled society. I am down for a matriarchy to take over the world. Yup. How to lower Bob's voice and increase tails? Fuck you. Wonder why? Hey, listen, I've seen tons of different places, okay, in media, and matriarchies seem hot as fuck, bro. Bro is definitely a bottom. Listen, I don't know what you're talking about. All right.